You've had greatest common factor last year. However, we need to be able to use that to apply it to what we're doing this year. So we are going over it again. There are 3 different ways that you can find the GCF of a number. There's the list method. There's prime factorization from yesterday. And there's also the ladder method that's called the upside down cake method. Keller, Holland, and myself called it the ladder method last year. So I need to tell Ms. Mulcahy about that too. So before I forget, or you need to see me before the end of class, you need to see me before the end of class so I can print off those things for you. Actually, I have yours printed off. Yeah. So list, prime, ladder. And each one of those has different rules that you have to do different ways. I'm 75% done grading your tests. It will be on TigerView tomorrow by your activity period, hopefully. But it'll probably be on there tonight. That depends on how the internet connection is on the server's end. But a lot of you are making some mistakes as far as applying one method to all addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. It's different for each one. But if you didn't study well enough and you didn't know the difference between those two, or those 6 different things, then you're going to have some trouble. So 3 different methods, 3 different ways of doing it. First and foremost, listing of the factors. So we are going to use what we know about the divisibility that we did last week, or 3 weeks ago. I do 8 plus 1, or it's even, first off. I do 8 plus 1, and that's 9, so I know that's divisible by 3. Okay, anything times or multiplied by 4, is that 18? Okay, 16 is close, and 20 is the other, so no. And it's divisible by 2 and 3, which means it's automatically divisible by 6. 7 doesn't go into that. 8 doesn't go into that. 9 does. And 18. Then we have 45. 4 plus 5 is 9, which means that it goes into 3. It goes into 5 as well. It's not 4 because 44 is 4 times 11. Then it's not divisible by 6 because it's not divisible by 2 and 3. It's not 7, not 8, but it is 9. Then I have 5 times 9 is 45. So 3 times what is 45? 15. Then 45 itself. Now what it says to do is the greatest common factor is by listing factors, find the GCF. So these are the factors. Common means the same. And I'm going to find the greatest common factor, which is the one that is highest and shared. Yep.
9.
It is 9. So I'm going to circle those two, and my answer is 9. The answer is 9. Now we have another way of doing this, the prime factorization. This is what we did yesterday. This is what we did yesterday, so I'm just going to create a tree. I want to use, what goes faster? Can you guys help remind me? What goes faster? Is it the tree with bigger factors, or is it the tree with smaller factors? Bigger. You remember how we had a higher factor and it was went pretty well? So I'm going to do a nice big 25. And then I'm going to do 25 times 9. Because I know that 25 4 times is $1, right? $2, 25 cents, 9 pennies. What? Quarters. Then I'm going to break this guy down into being 3, 3. Those are prime, so I'm done. 5, 5. So the prime factorization is I'm going to put them in order: 3, 3, 5, 5. Now I have the other number, which is 150. So I want to do something that's bigger, once again, on both sides if I can. Yeah. 50 and 3. I want to be able to go with as short amount of steps as possible. If I had 3, that would cut down one of my whole avenues. So 25 times 6 is going to be a way to go. Then I list these in order: 2 times 3 times 5 times 5. Back it up. It says here, multiply the factors that they have in common. So I see a 3 and a 3, a 5 and a 5, and is that it?
Yes.
Don't they have another factor in common, which is 5? So I have 3 times 5 times 5, which is 15 times 5, 75. 5 times 5 times 3? Yep. Yep, that would be a pretty easy way to remember it. And I broke it down a lot further for the one that'll be online to show you how to do it. Now here's the upside down division. Last year we called it the box method. And you have to remember, all numbers on left side must be what? Prime, yeah. P rhyme. P rhyme. I spilled coffee on my water bottle, so my water smells like coffee. So we have to do 64 and 48. 64 and 48. I'm going to double check something here, making sure that I'm doing it the same way. Because I'm second guessing. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am going to do it like that. 64 and 48, the Brock's method. Now I have to keep the numbers prime there, so I want to keep them about 3, 5, or 2, 3, or 5. I'm going to go on the 2 train. Toot. 32, 24. Toot. 16, 12. Toot. 8, 6. Now, if you recall from last year, for those of you who were in Holland Keller's or my class, the way that I'm getting this number is I'm dividing this number by the one that's out there, by its factor, to get the one directly below it, which is 32. So now I have another toot, 4, and 3. Now, sometimes you might get confused as to far as, okay, do I need to multiply by those 4 and 3? That's a huge thing to remember. What does it say to the right here? Multiply the numbers down the left-hand side. So that would mean we're going to multiply 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. So we're going to have 4 times 4, which is going to be 16. Four times 4 is 16. Right? Better. So the answer is 16. I'm going to put it on the line, unlike a lot of, or on the area that's supposed to be answered, unlike a lot of you did, with your What's your homework? Did I not give both these? No? Still got 20 minutes left of class. No. If there are no numbers in common with a set, when you're looking for the greatest common factor, if there's none of them, that means the GCF is prime, or 1. Oh. Excuse me. It's just 1. Individual practice. What I want you to do is, I want you to do number, tell you what, do the ones that are in the top left of each, no, those are the easy ones. Do the ones that are in the top right. So you're doing number 2, number 6, and number 10. You're doing number 2, number 6, and number 10. Does it matter how you do it? Yep, each one gives you how you should do it. I'm going to do number 2, then number 6, then number 10. So if you're having trouble with any of those, glance up here. But we're going to see how much you know after having just a lesson and building off of yesterday. Pen. second. Point, I'm going to look back and see what I have to do at that one. I'll look back at my notes and say, okay, I did the prime factorization. What do I need to do for prime factorization? It's not that one. There it is. Multiply the factors as that they have in common. So I need to multiply those factors that they have in common. Let's see what they have in common. I've already stacked them. Now I do. I'm going to multiply those, multiply those, multiply those. They have a 5 in common as well. So I have 2, 2, 2, 5. 4 times 10 is 40. And number 10. So it looks like a lot of people haven't even started number 10 yet, but you're done with number 6 magically. What's that? Put that away and use a pencil on your notes. Math is a game of mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, that can be more difficult when you see something you don't know how to do. Because the most important thing is knowing why you're making a mistake. Okay? That's why you should always use a pencil when we're taking notes. This one I should be using upside down division. Let's go like this. Upside down division. Well, first off, yes, sir. I want to rewrite this so I can have it out. So a number that goes into all of them between 3, 5. So it'll be 6 and 9. 3 does. 3 is going to be 13. 14. Nope, that ain't it. Yeah, what's 14? Interesting. And then 54. If I don't know what that is, it would be 6 less, so 18. Nope, I'm still recording. Because we've already done these methods, now we're just going through, and hopefully you guys are not going the same time I am, because the idea behind this is we've already seen how to do it. You would get started, look up here, and see how I'm doing it differently. Then we have 2, which would be 7, be 4, and 9, be 3. Then I have to pull out something else that they both have in common, which would be 3 B's. Then I would multiply the 3 B's. Then if I go back in my notes, it tells me that I need to multiply those together. So it's going to be 3, 2, B, B, B. So 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 B cubed. Because don't you agree that they have that in common? That there's 3 B's in each, yeah, there's 3 B's in there. I might do a link that jumps specifically to this example because there is one like this on the homework. Yes. Sorry. Sure. Did you said it's at home though? Oh, gotcha. Yep. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, it's right in there. Yesterday's Tuesday. Okay. Did anybody not see 6 or 2? Which one did you see, sir? Here, this one's a better looking 6 actually. This one. This in here. This is number 6. It is not the time to. I want you to continue with these examples. We have 10 minutes left, and I'm going to have these examples up on the board showing you how to do them shortly. I'm going to put all the rest of the examples on the board. I want you to continue working right now on these examples like it's your homework, because it will be something you'll have to have completed by the time you turn your notes anyway. No, listen. You are working on the rest of the examples. Do that. Simple as that.
Please excuse the interruption. Due to the rain, tennis practice for this evening has been canceled. Teachers, please allow students to make phone calls if necessary for transportation. Thank you.
Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Let's do 33,198. Hi. Oh, yeah. 33 and 198. 11. This one's going to be 3. It's filtered through the... it might not be clear, but it will be drinkable. So here's something you can do, guys. See how I have 9 for number 9? I know that... Oops, I did that backwards. So 10, 8, nope. Is 3 goes into the 10, 18? Yes, it does. So because 10 plus 8 is divisible by 3. If I don't know off the top of my head what 9 or 3 times what goes into 198, I can just do 198 divided by 3. It's 66. And I can take a prime number out here as well. 1 and 6. It tasted just fine, right? Yeah. They wouldn't let you drink it if it wasn't safe. Okay? So now we're going to multiply here. 3 times 11, that's 33. All right, get over it. It is not sewage. Yes, I do. Sociopath? Okay, I have 3 going into this. 3, that'd be, what would that be? 40. 40 times 3 is 120. So I need to do 5 more than that, so 45. And then we have, this one is negative 30. Then we have 5. 9. Negative 6. And then we have 3. 3. And negative 2. I need to multiply these 3 together. 3 times 5 times 3. 9 times 5 is 45. And lastly, I'll do this one so you guys have all the examples available to you on the internet or during activity tomorrow or before school in activity, because all the notes will be posted. All the notes will be posted online. Okay? And yeah. So I'm going to do 72, 126, 7 plus 2 is 9. 1 plus 2 plus 6 is also 9, so I know that I can take a 3 out. 72 is going to be 24. And 126 is going to be 42. I can take a 2 out.
Attention in the building, pardon the interruption. Bus number 26 is bus 64 today. Students who ride bus 26 will be riding bus 64 today. Thank you.
That's a really looking bus. All right, bus 26 is 64. Okay, so right there. So 2 times 3 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay. And I have all the other answers that are over there. So I'm going to put those in there. It'll be on my website. Good luck.